Yay Media Group.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Real Talking Podcast. Real Talking Podcast. So listen, y'all know that I have been doing for the last year, I've been doing all of these podcasts with my gorgeous, beautiful hunka hubba. Yo, I look back in 2024 and I'm just so thankful. And while we are, in this few months gearing up to 2025, we're really hitting on topics where, like last week, we talked about avoiding these types of people, and it was powerful. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes, we really don't want to believe certain things. We want to lie to ourselves. We want to just pretend like it's not happening, and it is. Like, we're very clear that it's happening, but we don't want to face the reality. And as long as you hang out with me, I am not going to let you stay stuck. I'm not going to let you keep stinking thinking. I'm not going to let you stay in that toxic relationship. I'm going to make you so uncomfortable. You're going to hear my voice in your head like Kim said, that's a crocodile person, or that's a garbage pusher person. Go back and watch last week's podcast. Like, it was so revelatory. I think God's given me a gift to just kind of lay it out there like, dang, okay, that's what it is. Y'all know I'm definitely about to drop Confessions with RTK, where we're just getting into junk and letting it go. And the lies we're telling ourselves, I'm going to be like, no, it's a lie, and it's a lie. Y'all know what I'm going to title this podcast today? You ready for this? Are you on the road to being a party of one? I love that name. Are you on the road to being a party of one? Okay, you can spin that any way you want to spin that. So I had to take inventory of my life whenever I was, really 2023 was really huge for me. I mean, y'all remember I started on the weight loss journey with you guys. I lost all this weight. I mean, I don't even know how I got in this best shape, except I go to the gym and I hustle hard to do great things. Like nothing in my life's ever been handed to me, not even being fit. Okay. Like, I did not have the gene. I was never one of those people that could just eat a sneaker and just not gain weight. I would gain a whole hip. Okay. So I never got those gifts in life of just everything handed. Every single thing I've ever done in my life, I've worked for it. My dad handed me this church, but it had like 2 people in it. And it had a big debt. Okay. What happened when I took over the church 5 years ago in January? Y'all need to come celebrate New Year's with me here at Limitless. It'll be my 5-year anniversary of pastoring. But I paid off my dad's church that first year during a pandemic, $78,000. I have built this church to have a smell that God's given me, we love people. We see people, not their mistakes. Like, we're a great church. And now I'm married to an incredible man that loves my lights out, and he leads our home beautifully. Every single thing that I never thought I'd have, I got in 2023. And so today we're going to talk about it. Are you on the road to being a party of one? A millionaire, but a party of one. Hello. Me and my Birkin bag with like a table for one. Okay. Or me and my business that I've worked so hard for. We're still a party of one because nobody will buy from us because we're mean. Right? Our churches are empty because we're mean. We can't keep a job because we're mean. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because, this whole month we're getting into revealing things that need to be let go of, even if it's us. All right. So we're going to get into it, talking about rejection, how to let it go. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go right now and subscribe. Like, wherever you're watching me from or listening to me from, go up right now. Stop this. go subscribe. Push that subscribe button. Download my podcast. Share with people. I would be so greatly appreciative. Y'all listen, when I tell you, y'all support the heck out of me, and I'm so thankful. But you know why you support me? Because you know I really love you. Like, I really care. And so go subscribe. Share this right now. Share this in your friend group. Share this on your social pages. Just share this. It's going to be a great time today. We're going to talk about, are you on the road to being a party of one? And we're going to talk about moving on after breakup and divorce and how to keep your heart right, how to make sure, that you're growing through every opportunity, self-discovery. And I'm just going to give you permission, man, just to be you and heal, because you deserve it. You're worth it. You're worthy of it. And you are unbelievable. Y'all see what I did there? You see what I did there? That is the series that we're teaching right now, the whole month of December. So you can tune in there every Sunday on my YouTube channel, Real Talk Come YouTube channel, 10 and 11:30. Or we would welcome you right here in the building at Limitless Church, 1653, Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215, every Sunday, 10 and 11:30. I love you so much. I love you, RTK Inner Circle. Get in my community, my RTK Inner Circle community. Go shopping at my store for Christmas. That would bless my socks off. I got the cutest stuff ever. RTKstyle.com. I will see you soon. I love you. Go get your go potty. Get your journal. We'll be right back in just a second. Real Talk Kim is sponsored by BetterHelp. How do you stay cozy during the winter months? I love a fire. I love Christmas. I love cold weather so that you can snuggle. Some people love spending December wrapped up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a Christmas movie with their loved ones. But I love all of those things, but I am a big making memories type of person. So my favorite traditions in December is spending lots of family time, having family over a lot. But therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the season changes. Therapy, whenever I was walking through a season where my 18-year marriage ended and I was having to learn a new normal, therapy helped me so much because it helped me realize I can forgive and move on. I can even forgive without an apology. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapist anytime for no additional charge. So find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/RTK today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RTK. Hello, beautiful people. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so thankful that you're listening or watching. I'm so thankful for you. You are unbelievable. You are valuable. You matter. And I know sometimes during the holidays, really shifting into a new year, it can be kind of weird, scary, especially if you're starting over. Maybe you've been divorced. Maybe you're going through grief. I don't know what your story is, but I can tell you that God never allows you to walk through things, that you can't handle. He's given you every single thing you need on the inside of you to conquer, to start over, to find new value, to find new purpose, to start your life over again. It's never too late for you just to start your life over. There's no shame in your game. There's absolutely no shame in becoming a better person and being okay with people talking about the old you, right? And so I really want to talk about it. I titled this today, Are you on the road to being a party of one? And this goes with just everything. It goes with, are you choosing to allow a season in your life to define your lifetime? Have you become really bitter after that divorce? Have you become bitter the older you've gotten and you're still single? And now you've got this energy that nobody wants to be around. Are you hoping for restoration for a relationship that you don't even like, but because you don't want to be single, you're ready to settle? Have you been grieving your mom and dad's death, or your spouse's death for so long that you forgot how to live? Here's what I want number one to be, right? Just so you stop isolating yourself, so you stop allowing yourself to become somebody you're not. Here's number one. Whatever you're walking through, we're in December. We're literally snap dab in the middle of December, and you are not stuck because you're not a tree. I know it. I hadn't said that in a minute, and I just needed to say that to you because your brain will lie to you. People will lie to you. You know, last week we talked about people that you need to let go of, and some of those people are condoning you staying broke. They want you to stay broke because as long as you're broke, you need them. As long as you feel embarrassed of your circumstances, you'll never become the light that you're supposed to be and shine. You will allow the tea that they keep reminding you about of your life. You'll never turn it into a testimony because you are just hooked on deprivation and pain. You like actually the attention being broken gets you, not you. You have to change that. So here's number one, so that you can heal, so you always have a full table, is allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to grieve after that breakup. Allow yourself to grieve after that death. Feel your emotions. Stop walking around acting like you ain't got none. Stop walking around acting like I got this. I don't need nobody. Yes, you do. We all need people. Feel your emotions. Divorce, breakup, firing of a job, finding yourself starting over again can bring up a wide range of emotions. Sadness, anger, relief, guilt, fear, and even numbness. And allow yourself to feel these emotions instead of suppressing them, instead of lying to yourself. Grief is a process, and it's different for everyone. So give yourself time. There's no set timeline for healing. And then be patient with yourself and understand that moving on, it does take time. But here's what I'm going to tell you. The pain never leaves. The feelings never leave. They lie to you. The only way that you give yourself permission to take back your life is to get up. Get up and move. Scared to death. Jump without any support. Literally, I'm going to quit sitting on this idea. I'm sick of struggling. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of paycheck to paycheck. So I'm about to put myself on a budget, and then I'm going to start a company. I'm going to YouTube University and figure out how to do this business. And then I'm going to make extra money. Like, you have the potential to stop stalking people that don't even matter. They don't even matter. They weren't even worth staying in your life. Yeah, they rejected you maybe, but it was the best gift they could have ever done for you because you would have stayed loyal to one of those people that we talked about last week that you should avoid. You would have stayed loyal. And so that rejection was God's protection. That rejection was redirection. That rejection literally was a gift. And you've been stuck on stupid. You've been stuck, worried, feeling less than. You have been crying over a man. You got all of these degrees, and you've been crying over a man that can't even find his birth certificate. You got all of these degrees, and you are allowing people, they're not even your status, to literally hinder you from flying. There's not one single person that's walked out of your life this year or the last decade that should have stayed in your life, because if they should have, they would have. All right? So give yourself time to heal, but then you got to get up. There's no reason why on this planet that when you walk through divorce, you should still be crying after a year. I don't care. Don't send me no emails and don't at me. If you are still crying over somebody that walked out on you, that could not even stay and fight for you, and you're still crying over them after a year, I say even 6 months, you are the problem. Because there's no reason why you should be allowing somebody that didn't even want to fight for you to take your sleep, steal your hunger, make you fat, depressed, There's not one single reason except you don't want to get up and try again. It's too much work. No, it ain't. You're worth it. And when I tell you God's going to bring you better than what you lost, you mark my words. Telling you. Here's number two. Here's number two to not becoming a party of one. Number two is, man, establish some healthy boundaries. All right. Number one was allow yourself to grieve that last chapter. Just go on and grieve. Go get you 5 packs of Haagen-Dazs and then get your butt up. All right. Stop stalking them. Block them on your phone. Stop inviting them out to eat. Take them out of your ice. You know, the very important people in your phone, take them out. Take them out. Because it's time to move forward. Why? Because number two was you're going to establish some healthy boundaries. Limit contact with your ex. Limit contact with who you allow people to talk about in your presence. Limit contact with people that you follow that still connect to people that hurt you. I know it's petty. I know it. But baby, it is okay for you to be petty for a season while you heal. It stinks when someone's done you dirty and everyone's still praising them. It really does stink. You're never going to heal as long as you let these people all in your timeline, when social media has given you every tool to lock them out, block them out. Without unfollowing them, all you have to do is mute them. Mute them. Hide them. Snooze them for 30 days. Just go to their name and push those 3 dots so you can heal, because out of sight, out of mind. So minimize your communication, especially if there's a lot of emotional, unresolved conflict. All right? Focus. 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 If you don't take care of you, ain't nobody going to take care of you. All right? Create physical and emotional space. You cannot keep in contact with somebody that you're trying to get over. You can't. No, we can't be friends. Oh, I know our relationship didn't work out, but can we still be buddies? No! Unless you got kids. Now, if you got kids, you need to heal and learn how to work together. Because y'all, for real, you created life. Now you gotta learn how to love your kids more than you hate each other. But that still don't mean we're going to eat pizza together. Not right now. Not till I heal. All right? And then, and number 3, God, I got to get free so that I don't spend the rest of my life eating alone. Number 3, seek emotional support, y'all. All right? Talk to some good friends and family that you know got your back. Go to therapy. Go to therapy. Therapy doesn't mean that you are screwed up. Therapy means that I don't want to stay here. I don't want to keep fighting for someone that's not fighting me. I want to know why I keep attracting the same people with different faces. Like, I want to know why I pay my debts off and then I get right back in debt again. I want to know why I have this spending problem. I want to know why I have this eating problem. I want therapy. Therapy. And I want to tell you something else. Y'all, listen. Make sure that when you are in the healing process, that you're not talking to people that hate the same people you hate. Just be aware. Like, be aware that if you're in a man-hating stage of life, that you're not hanging around a whole bunch of man-hating women. Just make sure, because there are some people, if you hang around with 5 smokers, you're going to be the 6th. If you hang around with 5 negative people, you're going to be the 6th. Like, you are who you hang around with. So you got to go to places when you are healing. You've got to go around places that look like your future. Yeah. Very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable, especially when maybe your status, or maybe you were married to this great life and you walk through divorce and you're starting at rock bottom. Sucks. It really does. And what you have to do in those seasons, because especially if you're, the breadwinner of your family, you can't go to bed. I mean, you can, but there's no money in your feelings. So at some point, you got to get up. Yeah. You got to get up. You got to reclaim your peace. You You got to get all the cooties off of all the people that spent so much of their time breaking you apart. Yeah. Yeah, you got to realize that you're pretty awesome. You're so awesome that the enemy's been trying to defeat you, distract you. And while you're climbing out of the pit, okay, you got to get around people that look like your future, not your past. You do. And it's very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. And here's another thing that you need to do. You ready for this? You got to rebuild your identity. Very hard. Especially when you've been married for 18 years or 2 years, 30 years. Been at that job your whole life. And all of a sudden, you're facing starting over. You're facing everything new, everything new, everything new. I'm ready to get up. But every single time you get up, you get scared. Because the enemy does not want you to move forward. The enemy does not want you to rebuild your identity. How do you do that? You have to reconnect with yourself. A divorce can leave you feeling like you've lost a part of your identity. A death can make you feel like this new normal. You know how many people tell me, especially young widows, that tell me I am so angry at him or her for leaving me. Did you know that's a real problem? That's real. It's a real feeling. And not a problem. It's not a problem. It's a feeling. And you're validated to it. I'm really, really angry at God for taking them. I'm really angry at God that he didn't fix this marriage. Like, all of these are real feelings. And if you don't do number one, which is grieve it and let it go, you will stay stuck for decades and miss out on an incredible life. Grief, heartbreak, a breakup, divorce. Y'all, that's that. You know what you feel like? I got to start all over again. That's scary. But you know what? You're going to love the new season. There are 30 chapters in a book, and some of you are stuck on 14 because you took a turn. Life took a turn. And in order to get up, you got to rebuild your identity. And maybe you feel different, right? Maybe after that death, you don't even know who you are. Like, this new normal sucks. This is the first holidays without that loved one. You got to share your kids this year because of that divorce. Sucks. All of a sudden, that family that used to love you and invite you over because y'all were married, you can't go over there no more. But your kids are. Sucks. All of this sucks. You have to work retail to start all over. I know I did it. I had to work at retail after not working for 13 years. Yeah. I missed my son's holidays. I was not happy about it. And you know what I would do? I would lay in my bed every night, especially after that first year. After that first year of me feeling sorry for myself, I would lay hands on myself and I said, God, I don't like this feeling. I don't like being so angry. I don't like this place. And I don't know how to get up out of it. And I need your help. And I would pray that prayer every night. God, I want to forgive, but I don't know how. And every single day, I would say, God, help me rebuild my identity. Help me find my voice. Because truth be told, y'all, we talked about this. We really talked about this in the last podcast. There are people that literally were on an assignment to really break you. The enemy sent them literally on an assignment. I always say, if you don't think you are powerful, that you're a nobody because you feel that because of the season you're walking in, all you got to do is step back and look at how hard the devil's fighting you, fighting your brain, fighting your thinking, fighting your relationships. And then you got to step back and be like, thieves don't rob empty vaults. There's something in me the enemy don't want me to get to, because guess what? The enemy can talk to you just like he talks. The enemy knows your future. He's going to talk to you just like he talked to those angels that got kicked out of heaven with him. And so in this season, reconnect with yourself. Today, this whole week, after this podcast, listen to this over and over again. You know what? Set new goals. It's okay for you to set new goals. It's okay to start all over again. Start small by setting achievable goals, right? Start watching podcasts. Start watching YouTubes. Get a voice that you really love. And here's another point. Forgive and let go. Forgive and let go. Release resentment. Stop bleeding on people that didn't cut you, right? Forgive that person. You know what I said? I was talking to a lady the other day and she was like, Pastor Kim, I'm so angry because this man that I was married to for 16 years, I let go of all my dreams for him. And I started having babies and he went to college and I gave up my dreams. And she said, 16 years. And all of a sudden you don't want me no more. You just throw me away. You make me go. I was a house mom. You make me go. Then you want to take all my money away? She was so angry because this new woman that he's marrying is getting, she said, I'm watching him and every single thing I would want so bad for him to do for me, he's doing for her. And I'm so mad. And I had to say to her, just because he's good to her, don't mean he would ever been good to you. And God knew that. So you should really step back and change your perspective. You were such an incredible woman that this man became all that for this woman. Like you literally were so good to this man that he became amazing for her. But he might not have ever been that for you. And God knew that. And so just as you created this incredible person for your kids, maybe he's going to be a better father, whatever. Now you got to look at it like God is never going to let what I lost be greater than what he's going to bring into my life. And so we're going to take a break. And I would love for you to just put up 2 lines down the center of your journal. And I would love for you to put lies on one side and truth on the other. And I want you to write down some of those lies that you've been telling yourself. I can't get over this. I can't move forward. I'm never going to be loved again. Whatever your lie is. That place that you feel stuck. And I want you to, on the other side, on the truth side, I want you to write down the truth. The truth is that nothing that is behind me is greater than what's coming. And so here's my truth. I was such a good woman that I could create such a great man. Now he's better for the kids, but he wasn't good enough for me. Get the perspective? I love you guys. Go make that line, and I'll be right back right after this. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back. Y'all know how I start prayer call every morning. Good morning, gorgeous. That's who you are. You are gorgeous. You're amazing. You are fearfully and wonderfully created. And we've just been talking about how not to end up as a party of one. Y'all know what I used to do. Like, honestly, when I was walking through my divorce, and it was not my first rodeo. And I remember when that divorce was happening, this was just 6 years ago. And I just slid down the back of my door when that door closed for the final time. And I remember the Holy Spirit dropped in my spirit. I was so thankful that that season was over. I was so thankful that God is a God of grace and mercy and that he exposed some truths that would get me out of the mess I had made. Yeah. And I remember sliding down that door weeping. And here's what I here's what I heard the Lord say. You ready for this? Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. But forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do. But forget all that. For it is nothing compared to what I am going to do. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? No, we don't see it. We can't see it because we're too busy giving CPR to all those dead situations in our lives. Nope, we can't see it because we are too busy trying to drive our car in the rearview mirror. Can't see it because we feel like we have messed our lives up. Did you know that you are not that strong? Did you know that there's nothing on this planet that you could ever do that's going to mess up your life that much? Did you know that you are not that good? What a relief that I am not so good that I could have messed my life up. We're in a series right now at Limitless called Unbelievable. And one of the Sundays I was driving to church and I got this overwhelming, just almost weeping gratitude that when I look at my life, I should be homeless. I should be still at Bloomingdale's. I should have never written a book, special ed all the way. I should never be loved the way I'm loved in this season of my life with my happily forever. Definitely should never be pastoring. But God, He does unbelievable things in our lives when we let Him. So I'm ending with this. Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. It says, but forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do, for I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. Baby, rejection hurts, pain hurts, but it doesn't have to hold you back. Give yourself a hand. Go on and clap for yourself right now because you've made it through some things that would have killed your family members that talk about you. You are creating a bestseller. And you listen to me. God has not forgotten about you. You will not be a party of one for the rest of your life. I prophesy over you. Amos 9:13, which y'all know is my favorite scripture on the planet. It won't be long now. God's decree said things are about to happen so fast. Your head is about to spin. These podcasts, this whole entire month is shifting your perspective so that you can get out of your own way because nobody can stop you but you. Nobody can stop you from elevating, creating the life you want, going after that love, going after that dream, starting that company, starting that podcast, falling in love again, head over heels, but you. All right? So this week, watch this again and again and again. Watch last week's again and again and again because, baby, we are in session. Class is in session, and you are going to kill it. You're going to walk into 2025 so free, thriving in 25, baby. You're going to be killing it. And I'm so proud of you. I don't care how old you are. You ain't never too young or too old to start a generational blessing in your family. I love you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so thankful that you're here. I love you. Go to realtalkkim.com and be a part of my world. I'll see you next week.